Thanks for clicking on this Just Beast Fitness. I'm your trainer Jasper Bravo. On today's video, we are going to kill legs. We want to fill in those tracks. This year the aim is to bulk, to have a big legs for big daddy. And let's go and do this. And we're starting right now. We're starting our workout today with calves, which is the weakest part. Always recommended to start your workout with your weakest part. So we are starting by warming it up using body weight. Then we start immediately after two sets of warm-up will be good enough for those ankles to feel flexible enough for this serious workout that is just waiting ahead here.
Another one. We the best music. DJ Cat.
I hope you know about the tagging. You know this cookies for the bag. Kitty, baby, get her things to rest. Cause you done beat it like the 68 Jets. Diamonds are nothing when I'm rockin' with ya. Diamonds are nothing when I'm shining with ya. Just keep it white and black as if I'm your sister. I'm too hip to hop around town, I hear with ya. I heard that pussy for the...
We are starting with the 20 kgs for each and every leg. We're starting with the weaker leg, which is the left leg. We go for failure. Then do the same with the other leg. And we're starting now.
I heard they got these other niggas going crazy. Yeah, I treat you like a lady. Fuck you till you burned out, cremation. Make it cream, yeah, Wu-Tang. Throw that ass back, bouquet. Call me and I can get it Tuesday. I can tell you gone off the doors. I hope you know about the tagging.
That is 12. We do the same on the other leg. We make sure we do for another 12 reps for these male reps and set.
You know this cookies for the bag. I heard that pussy for the taking. I heard they got these other niggas going crazy. I hope you know about the tagging. You know this cookies for the bag. Yeah, I treat you like a lady. Fuck you till you burned out, cremation. I know I fuck you till you burned out, cremation. Careful, mama, why would you say? You talking to me like a new babe. You talking like you trying to do things. Now that pipe gotta run it like she Usain.
After doing those 12, we not drop the weight yet. We just go back to right, the left leg, and we go for another failure. In each and every set, we're having two major sets, which means we do the left. Whatever we do in the left, we repeat on the right. Then whatever we do on the right, not to failure, that is, then we repeat. Before putting the weight down on that first set, we do the left again to failure. We repeat the same on the right, just to make sure that we get that serious time and attention on these legs, and make sure that they really get hit really early and quick. So we do those 6 that we did on the left, and then we'll make that the first set. Then we head to the second set after about 10 seconds of rest, because in calves you don't really need so much of rest. Just 10 seconds is good. Then you're ready to go. So get back to the second set, starting with the left leg, and we are aiming for high reps again, trying to get as many reps as possible, but we make sure that we get it to failure. Then we repeat the same on the other side. Then we repeat another failure, and then the same to the other side, and that makes the second set.
Baby, you made me drown in it, ooh, touche, baby. I'm carrying that water, Bobby Boucher, baby. And you know I'm a slaughter like I'm Jason. That's the why you got it on safety. I don't know if you could take a beer.
So we just managed 10 on the left. We repeat the right, make sure we do another 10. Then we come to the left again.
Until it's a dim down a notch, cause I can make some things that I'm gonna do. I hope you know about the tagging. You know this cookies for the bag. I heard that pussy for the taking. I heard they got these other niggas going crazy. I hope you know about the tagging. You know this cookies for the bag.
We don't drop the weight. We come back to the left and we repeat to failure again, and see how many reps you'll be able to do.
Yeah, I treat you like a lady. Fuck you till you burned out, cremation.
Manage 7 reps. So we're going to the right leg. We must do another 7 to make this the second set. That makes it to direct to the third set. We're also aiming for some other high reps and see how many reps we'll be able to do. We managed 10 on the left. Now you have to do 10 on the right too. Those 10, we don't put the weight down, we go back to left and also aim for another failure. We managed 7 on the left. Now we have to do the same on the right. Right has to give us another 7 reps. That will make it 3 sets. Now we'll be heading to the 4th set. Start with the left leg again to failure. We managed 10. Now we have to go to the left to do another 10. We don't put the weight down yet. We have to do the same again for the left for another failure. Those were 7 we managed. Now we try to do the same for the right, another 7 reps.
What your wife is saying? Wanna know what it's like? Baby, show me what it's like. I don't want to got no tights. I just wanna fuck all night, yeah, yeah. Oh, baby, I need to know. I just wanna fantasize, and we got a lot of time. Baby, can go.
That's good enough for the 5th set. Now we get direct after a few seconds of rest, about 10 seconds, we go direct to the 6th set. Very good.
She's victim of a political letter. The short move is widely seen as an escalation of the feud between Duterte and Marcos, which has kept the nation on edge for months. From all these
So we managed 10 again on the left. We have to do the same on the right, do another 10 well-controlled reps.
You're up to date at 3 minutes past 3. Capital Newsbeat. Capital Weather. Let's check out what the weather looks like. Garissa is at 26 degrees Celsius. Let us give Garissa their coffee and tell them Asante Sana. Welcome back. 36.
Don't put the weight down just yet. We go back to left and head it all the way to another failure.
Feels like 29. It's hot. Mombasa, guys, yeah, because the weather is okay. It's not too bad. It's not too much. So I can keep 30 degrees Celsius.
We've just managed 8 reps, which is good enough considering how tired we are already right now. Now we go and make sure that the right does the same. Already the fatigue is kicking in. The muscles are already feeling the cramps because it's super tight and pumped right now. And that's a good sign. That's something that shows you that you are doing something right, because it usually never feels nice if you work out and don't feel any type of burn and pump. Now we are done with the calves. We are directly to doing the quads, and now we are starting with the leg extension. And the first set, which is going to be a filler set, we're going to do about 10 reps just to make sure that some blood is pumped around the joints, just to avoid any type of injury, and also prepare us for those heavy weights which we are just about to handle in the next few. That was enough warm up. Now we start immediately. We have loaded the machine now. Now we are extending the weight and just aiming for really high reps, and yeah, to make sure that we kill it. That's all we want right now, to just kill it. We managed 15 reps for the first set. It's quite painful, but we have to do it. Now we rest for a few seconds and we head direct to the second set, just to feel those shots by making sure that those quads really grow. And after 3 reps, the weight felt a little bit heavier, so we had to reduce a little bit and continue with the set. On this set, which is the last set, we're going to do drop sets. So when we get to failure, we're going to reduce the weight and do again to failure again until we are exhausted. We managed 10, so we drop the weight and continue with the superset. We managed 4, we drop the weight again and continue doing the same extension. We managed 3 reps, and now we had to reduce the weight again and continue the drop set. We managed 3 again, and we had to drop the weight one more time and continue the drop set. On this drop, we managed 3, another 3 reps, and we decided to drop the weight again and see how many we'll do. On this one, we were done. When we did that one, just 2, we couldn't do anymore. We knew we were done, and we headed straight to front squats, and we started the first set with 80 kgs on the bar. On that first set, we managed 6 reps, and we decided to superset it with some leg extension just to get that serious burn on the quads. We'll then get a rest and head to the second set, where we reduce the weight by 5 kgs both sides, which means we'll from those 60 on the bar, we reduce it to 40 on the bar. We managed 8 reps on this set, and you head direct to leg extension for that banner on the quads.
This is what I say from, throw it up, dubs on the Cadillac, white tees, Nikes, gangsters don't know how to act, and I'm still banking, college park, cover home, Hummus floating on chrome, choking on that homegrown, they got this other.
We'll have a breather, then go direct to another set of, which is the third set of front squat, and we reduce the weight to 20 on the bar. 20 both sides, which is 40 kgs on the bar.
They got them fellas looking, thinking I was easy, I can see it, that's when I say Shorty can't handle this, Sierra got that fire like, brown Hindi, white shirt, they think they good at all she do, even when I'm in the club, it gets
We manage 9 reps, and we head direct to leg extension for that finisher, superset for serious band. Very good, and these few reps were really burning. They were really feeling it. We were feeling it, and now that burn, that pain, and that the lactic acid that start feeling is that call to let you know that you need to go to the next workout, because the quads are just burnt. That's why we head direct to stiff leg deadlift or Romanian deadlifts, and here we are using, that is 20 plus 20, 40 plus 30, that is 70, 90 kgs there. That is like 70 on the bar, and you just make sure that your legs are stiff, and you have an awesome stretch on your hamstrings all the way down, all the way up, and you can see that we have elevated the ground just to make sure that we have some extra room for some stretch, because we don't want to be limited by the floor, because sometimes you notice that when the plate is just too wide or too big, like these ones we're using right now, they tend to get closer to the ground and touch the ground before you have that serious stretch that you're looking for, and that's why we've decided to use the surface up there. So that will be the first set. It was an awesome one, and we have a breather. Then we go to the second set and see how many reps we'll be able to do. The first one I forgot to count, but let's do this. I think we went for around 15 or something. We only managed 7, imagine, but what matters is how we feel. So we got the next set. We see if we'll be able to do any extra reps. We went to 8, the 9th we tried but we couldn't do, so we direct to leg curls, because these squats have just these deadlifts have just become too difficult. I think we are tired. We're getting tired, but the pump is undeniable. We are feeling the hamstrings are so much cooked right now, and that's what we are looking for, and that's what matters. It doesn't matter what the weight it is you lift. It doesn't matter how many reps you go. The reps, I think they matter to some extent. You need to go for some arguably high reps. You don't need to, you're like, let's say for instance, assuming that you're aiming for bodybuilding, you want to build your body, you want to build muscles, that is hypertrophy. I'll always advise you to go for the high reps. That is anything above 7, 8 all the way to 30 reps will be good enough, and you'll build a lot of muscles. But if maybe you just want to get stronger, and maybe you just want to know how to lift and just be stable, because there are very many reasons, as we all know that what matters is that we are getting moving. That's what that we care really about. So whatever it is your goal is, I'll always advise you do them on a higher rep. Yeah, that's what I'll always advise. So that's why you can notice that we even decided to reduce the weight as we superset the leg curls with the straight leg deadlift, just to get that serious burn and that getting into real serious failure. Yeah, as we get towards the end of the workout, because personally I usually like my workouts, especially the remaining, let's say I'm about to get to the end of the workout, those last reps, I usually just like to make those sets be as close to failure as possible, and sometimes using the mayo reps, the supersets, and so on and so forth could really help to get closer to that. And that's the goal. The goal is just challenging the muscles so that it has a reason to grow, because you know that if you really want to build your muscles, the idea is to just send a signal each and every day that tells it that it needs to get stronger, and that is by making it lift heavy stuff. So if you continuously make your muscles lift heavy stuff for high reps on a regular basis, it sends the signal to it that it needs to grow, it needs to get bigger, and that's what will happen to it as long as you send enough building blocks to it, that is carbohydrates, fats, and most importantly, of course, proteins, and the micro and the macro nutrients. That's what you'll need to just have the body that you're looking for. So you need to do that, just lift make sure that your muscles are lifting heavy weights. And when I say heavy, that's relative. I mean any weight that challenges your body enough to allow you to go for as high reps as from 6 all the way to 30 reps. Those are the weights that will really make you build a lot of muscles. So of course the sweet spot, you'll just look for it, but personally I usually find my sweet spot is about from mostly 15 reps to 20, sometimes to 30. Those are the number of reps that really make me feel like I build most of muscles during those times. So I don't know about you, but it's according to scientific research, you need to train on the higher rep range, and that's why it's also not advisable to really go for the real heavy weights. So when I say heavy, I mean heavy enough to challenge you, but not too heavy that you can't go for high reps. So if you really go for high reps, let's say for instance you take a weight that you could only lift for 3 reps and you're already at failure, and I have a lighter weight which when I lift I get all the way to 20 or let's say 30, and is when I get to failure. After a certain period of time, assuming that we have the same genetics and we're having the same diet, you'll find that I will have built more muscles than you lifting the heavier weight. So in a way, it's also a myth when you're told that you need to lift heavy. I mean, for you to look big, that you need to lift big. It's all bullshit, by the way, but that's a story for another day. So right now we are still supersetting on straight leg or Romanian deadlifts, as we superset it with the leg curls, just to get that serious burn that we're looking for. But already we can feel it, because at this moment the hamstring is just screaming and begging us to stop, but we know that that's not what we're going to do, because If we give the body what the body is used to having, the body will never grow. So we need to challenge it all the time, and that's why we don't need to listen to it when it's tired. So that was it. Let me see you in the next one.